Hello, Laura here. I know I haven't been on in a while, been super busy. It's springtime, well, the end of spring now. I guess summer starts next week officially. But I thought we'd do a little orchard tour today because I'm out picking a few cherries, just a few. I juice these, we use them for smoothies. We can just drink it as juice. They are tart cherries, so you'd want to add just a tad bit of sugar to take the tart off. But it's nice to have them this year. Last year we had a windstorm, blew off all my blooms, and so I got nothing last year. But this year I'm making up for it. I also have another cherry tree, but I already picked that one this morning. So back here I have elderberries. I put these in 3 years ago, and I'm going to have a few elderberries. I do cut some blooms for teas, and then I use the berries. I can juice them and then save the juice, make jelly, and the elderberry jelly is very good. I mean, if you're not like a sweet jelly person, this is the jelly for you. Or I just dry them and then I can make syrup. I can also make syrup out of the juice. Just pour it in and add the honey and the everything else. So then here's my apricot trees. I have 3 of those, right? 3, yeah. And I do have apricots this year. Usually with the apricots here in Iowa, they start blossoming and then we get a hard freeze. And this year they made it through. Let's see, here's some baby apricots. But the problem is we are so dry. Oh my goodness, we're in a moderate drought now. And I know there's a lot of people around the country having the same problems, that just not getting the rain. So hopefully they fill out and we get some apricots. This tree is loaded. I'm so excited. So I have a problem with apple trees. I love apple trees. I have 8 now. They're not the big ones, but so these 2 I planted last year. So they got a few baby apples on it. This is my transparent apple tree, and it always does really well. And I feel bad for this tree because it's just, the storms come out of the west or the north and they just beat it up. And as you can see, I got a T-post in there and I've got it tied up because it got pulled up by the roots one time. I pushed them back down, covered it. Yeah, but this tree is awesome. It does wonderful, and this will be my first apple to be ready. And usually what they use these for is apple pie filling, the transparents. It's hard to find anymore. I looked at Stark Brothers to see if I could get another one, and they don't have it. But usually, end of June. But these aren't going to be ready end of June because we just haven't had the water. So then we move on over here. This, I can't remember the variety, but it is a frost apple. So these I use for applesauce, or you can just, you wait till the first frost hits it and then you start harvesting. I juice my apples, applesauce, make dehydrated apples, everything. But yeah, usually I do not touch these, and this tree does really well too. This is kind of an off year for it. I mean, I get apples every year, but as you can see, not as many as the transparent. That's an on year. And then over here I have, I think this is an ambrosia apple tree. I think I have 3 ambrosias. This one does not have many apples this year, but we did have late frost. Here is another apple tree. This one I put in the garden. I put it in for Lily, my German short hair that was older. I think I planted it, this is 3 years old. So she would have been 11 at the time, and I planted it so she could lay out in the garden, have a nice place, shady place to lay, because she was getting old. But it does great up there. Usually with my orchard, I dormant oil when it first starts getting warm, and I will apply fertilizer like early. I'll just throw 10 around the bases when I'm out trimming, you know, and pruning in early spring, and I always make sure it's going to rain soon after that. And then that's about it in the dormant oil, and that's what I do to keep my trees healthy. I just make sure they're pruned, you know. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but they do get pruned. They're just a little wild. This one's really gotten big. I didn't expect it to be big. And this one is it Honeycrisp, I think. And then up in the front yard, I put in a Black Oak Arkansas, or Black Arkansas. And those are a frost apple too. And those are the best apples in the world. So I will be doing garden tours here soon in the flower beds. Just been super busy. I'll upload this one. It's Friday, and I'll try to get some done tomorrow and get those uploaded before I go back to work on Sunday. So you all have a great day. I got to get back to picking cherries.